All right, guys, welcome back for another edition of the Nighttime podcast. Ken Dog, back, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, back. Yep. COVID restrictions. A few out, a few in.
Yeah. Josh is on the reserves bench tonight.
Yeah, sure
He's having the bye.
Yeah, no, 18th man.
18th man. Also joining us tonight is none other than Jono Fren. How you going, Jono?
Yeah, good. Good yourself?
You're good, mate. A lot of you might know Jono and his family from Travel Guides.
Yes. Classic show.
Classic show, yep. Jono's joined us this evening and will be joining us throughout the year when he's available. Welcome to the team, firstly.
Well, thanks for having me.
That's all right, mate. All good.
Yeah, we might have a little bit of a chat with Jono first before we get into it. So, tell us a bit about yourself, Jono. Favourite player?
Oh, favourite player at the moment would have to be Daniel Saifidi, just underrated front rower.
True, yeah. What's your fondest memory of the Knights?
Oh, I can remember back in the day, the 2001 grand final, big family and I went down to Sydney, and then after the game, my dad and I went to the stadium. Didn't know what was happening because I was about 10 at the time, but it was good fun. That was probably one of my first Knights memories, to be honest.
Nice.
Did they took the goalpost down, didn't they? Or
I can't remember.
I think they did,
I think they climbed the goalpost.
I just remember seeing a couple of pink people running across the ground. Being innocent, didn't know what that was.
I was actually working in Bathurst that year.
Yeah.
Because it was still the year when they had Bathurst in the grand final in the same weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And,
1000,
I was at Bathurst working there, and I tell you what, they went berserk there. Like, the amount of Knights fans that were in Bathurst, they went berserk.
Yeah, well, it was against Parramatta, so there's not many Parramatta fans out there. Hey, Floorboy game.
Yeah, well, that's probably one. We might have... Floorboy Gary's not real happy this week. I think they got done on the weekend, didn't they?
I think they did.
Lady loves Moses.
No, I don't think anyone loves Moses, do they? But anyway, you get back to Jono. Your dad's a Knights fan too, is he?
Yeah, he's a Knights fan. He's a bit soft. He doesn't go to games anymore, but he just likes sitting back and watching on the live TV.
Oh, we might have to change that then. We might have to change that and get him back in there. But it's good to have you on board, mate. And so, looking into next year, can we see any more of you on the telly, maybe?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully.
If not, we'll have to get all the fans out there to ride in the Channel 9 to get you back on, mate.
Get them out there.
Yeah, get you back.
It was a good show. Jeez, it was a classic, mate. It's funny. Some of the stuff you did out there, it was a classic.
It's good fun.
When you went to Alice Springs and that, just out there in the middle of whoop whoop or what you were in, any snakes or anything like that, or did you come across anything like that?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me what we come across out there. Oh, there was dingoes, but I didn't see any, thank God.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fair enough.
It was a great show. Like, if any of you guys haven't seen it, do yourself a favour.
Yeah, watch it.
Get on 9.
Yeah,
9 now.
9 now, and check out Travel Guides. Honestly.
It's a classic. I think the latest one, the user in Turkey. I think that was the latest. Is it?
Turkey, yeah. Went to a bathhouse over there.
The bathhouse.
So I'll tell you what, I've never come out cleaner in my life.
Yeah, right.
After that.
How was your dad's experience? I got little you see the little snippets that they show. Yeah.
No, he doesn't like being touched and scrubbed.
Yeah.
Especially by another man, do I? I don't think, but
it's a bit how you going,
the
different experience anyway. Yeah.
Some of the other guys and girls that are on the show, they were quite fun too. I like the Free Boys as well. They were quite funny.
Yeah, we don't really get that much time to interact with each other, but what they're produced on the TV is good value. But
yous are the favourite, and especially being Novocastrians and Knights fans. But we won't put him on the spot anymore. As I said, mate, welcome to the team, and it'd be good to have you on. And let's get into it, eh?
Yeah, let's talk some footy.
So let's get into it straight away with Career Review, brought to you by Steak and Chops.
What a game.
What a game.
Yeah. What do you think of the game, John?
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone played well. It's good to see like a full-strength team back, or our spine's really good.
Yeah, that was awesome. And it's good to see that big fat zero on the other side as well.
Big donut.
Yeah, that's the one.
I will say, too, how good did Jake Clifford play as well?
Mate, those bombs, he has got a boot on him and
Did you see him even before the game?
No.
some of the... I was sitting there with Big Andy and that, and some of them bombs he put up, I would hate to have been the fullback. They were higher than the stadium roof, and they'll swirling,
swirling, spiraling,
and torpedoes, and I'm just like, yeah, good luck.
He's a bit crazy. Yeah, I think, what is it, Welsh a couple of weeks ago, yeah, he had a bit of trouble with him. I think Valentine Holmes didn't go too bad, but geez, mate,
Speaking of Valentine, the crusher on Ponga.
Yeah. Like, I know that everyone's saying there was nowhere where he could go, but he was on the ground. Ponga was on the ground. I thought it was a bit reckless. I thought just the way he flopped in on him.
There's only a couple minutes left. What are you doing?
Yeah, it was just...
So he got a fine.
Yeah.
Fine or suspension? Or both?
Well... I think, see, when it comes to fine and suspension, it comes to carry-over points and all that as well, you know what I mean?
True.
Maybe he probably only got a fine because I don't think he's ever been...
Clean record.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been charged, I can't...
Like Russia's supposed to be 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a Queenslander, mate, so...
Well, I thought at least a 1-game suspension.
I thought the
or
fine and 1 game to think about it. So they say, but...
Maybe, well, you'd want to sit out the last game of Origin anyway. You got smashed the both 2 games, so... but
yeah, I would have liked doing the sit out because that would have projected Kurt Mann
into the side.
So, before we go any further, I'd like to, shout out to congratulations to Kurt.
Yeah, and KP.
And KP.
Making the...
We knew KP was pretty much going to...
he was always going to be in there.
Yeah.
There's injuries.
Well, just before we come on air, we're actually talking to Kurt, and we've got to find out who we're going to take out just so he can get in there. So we might have to go and tie some of their shoelaces together or something and get him in there. But good luck to him, and well deserved. Look, champion bloke, and couldn't go to a better guy, I think. So let's hopefully he gets on the park, but if not, he's done us proud already.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him on there.
Back to the game.
Just the defence, I think. Well, the first couple of sets were a bit nervous, but I think then they kicked it back into gear. I think after that KP try, his first try, I think they realised. But did you notice in the middle, after the tries, they all come in the middle and they all gathered in the middle, and they were doing some sort of breathing apparatus or something. Did you notice that?
I noticed they were in there.
I didn't notice it.
No, I was doing
If you go back and watch the replay, you can see it. KP was doing it. They were all in the middle and they were just...
I was doing
one breath. It wasn't continuous, but they just took one deep breath and then that's it. They're all...
I was doing my own.
I'm not too
breathing.
sure if they've had a talk and you know what I mean. They might have.
Brad Fittler had something similar with Origin, didn't he?
Well,
a breathing coach or something.
Yeah, or something. But unless they've all had a talk and they've got in and
Warriors, was it? Yeah. I've just been told. Yep, it was the Warriors. So.
Can I get one of them?
But I was doing my own breathing apparatus at the time, trying to with this bloody COVID mask I had on.
It was crazy. Yeah.
But also, did you notice there was quite a few I noticed in some of the stands without masks on? Yeah.
Well, they had it down under their chin. I'll have to apologise. I was one of those culprits. I had it down around my chin. So.
But the one I had until I got my Knights one. I was finding it a bit hard to breathe, but anyway.
Those ones there that you got there, if you would have pulled one up, I'm not a big fan of those ones.
The Knights one I got from the Night Shop's pretty good.
Yeah, they're a bit how you go on them ones. But I've got a fabric one, and it comes down around your chin. It fits there. Fits perfect.
The fabric one's better, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a Harley Davidson one too, and it's like more a cloth material kind of thing. And it gets hot and
I'd hate to wear glasses, mate.
They fog up. They fog up. But it was a good game.
It was.
And for 7,000 people, I believe.
9. I think it was 9,000.
That's pretty good. For
I think it was.
I think they were pretty loud.
Loud, yeah. I think the Roosters Storm, they only got 4.
I thought it was about 3.5.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't the many for that.
Yeah,
game.
but that 3.5, a lot of them were Knights fans.
Yeah.
Just going to watch a game.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, I'm assuming a lot of them were Novocastrians, but
they had to have
they
been.
might have been Storm supporters or Roosters
they
supporters.
have to have been because they couldn't come from Sydney.
Sydney, that's right.
If they did, well, someone's not doing their job right
I
because
noticed there was a lot of Storm supporters there compared to Roosters, even though it was a Roosters home game. I noticed that in the crowd, and they were all sitting on the one step. If you looked over the other side, I think when they kicked the ball out, they had to yell out to someone. A few of the crowd, they had, "Oi, oi, can you get the ball?" Because there was no one there. So,
but
I don't think there would have been many Roosters fans by the end of the game.
no,
though.
I would have been walking out. Yeah, 46 mil.
I couldn't have opened to a better team anyway. But yeah, no, I'm quite impressed with the inclusion of Ponga back, which we knew was going to spark something, and then you put him with Pearce and Clifford and Mr. Reliable Brayley.
Yeah, how good's he? Mate. What's your thoughts on Brayley, John?
No, I love him.
Brayley,
It was unfortunate what happened to him last year.
Yeah, with his knee.
He's just been with his knee, and this year he's killed it. He's been amazing. Couldn't ask much more from him.
I'd go as far as saying
have him there for the whole season too. He gets the forwards moving. You notice that he gets them on the front foot. And once we get on the front foot, we're pretty much. I've noticed that in a few games that we've won when we've got on the front foot first.
Yeah,
we've been pretty hard to pull down.
I'll go as far as saying like. No disrespect to Connor. Connor was playing good at hooker too, but I reckon he's probably the best we've had since Denny Badiris.
Yeah,
at hooker.
Brayley.
Yeah.
Oh, no question. Yeah, I agree with that.
So and then things are starting to go into perspective how they should. Where for the likes of Kurt's gone to centre.
Yeah,
and he's playing.
He played really good in centre.
How was that?
That catch.
That catch.
Yeah. Mate, he nearly jumped over the goal at crossbar.
Was he trying to do high jump?
I don't know, but
no
one else contested it, and he's just boom straight up.
But things are falling into place.
Yeah.
Because of that. And then you got Dominic Young.
Yeah,
he's coming on. He's
his second try, and that was a connection with Jaden Brayley and Callum Ponga. Jaden Brayley's quick out of dummy half, little inside ball to Ponga. Ponga's straight up through the middle, and then offloads to Dominic Young, and he's over.
That's right.
That's, mate. If that keeps going like that, you know what I mean. That's
And then
brilliant work.
You've got, your forwards are coming good. David Clement's playing exceptionally well off the bench.
Off the bench, isn't he?
Playing really well.
Complete when he's starting, He's playing a lot better.
Obviously, the Saifidi boys are doing their usual. Then your Mitch Barnett and Lockie
he goes better in the second row, Mitch Barnett, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Than Locke. Yeah. I think he's more damaging on that edge.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I agree with that.
Yeah. Do you think Clem is better off coming off the bench than starting, or what do you boys think?
I reckon, to tell you the truth, I reckon he is.
I didn't.
Off the bench.
But I've been proven wrong.
Yeah. Everyone was up and down about it. I think Josh,
he did
our co-bloke with us, he's
been saying it for a while.
Well, he's been saying it for a while. Need to bring Clemmer off the bench. I think everyone was doubting it, but now that we're seeing it, it's actually working.
See, I liked how Jacob come on for either his brother or Clem, and he just give that grunt straight off. But now him and Daniel are doing it. Clem's coming on and doing that.
Exactly.
So he's doing the same thing, and he's. To me, it seems like he's more fresh. Yeah. When he's coming off the bench, he seems a lot fresher. So
The only thing I was disappointed in last week's game was I thought Brody Jones could have got a bit more time than he did.
Yeah, I think he only got last 13
minutes 12 minutes, something like that.
I think. Yeah.
But hopefully this week he'll get a bit more. And then, surprise, surprise, what happened? Who went to the blood bin again?
Yes, Sawaso.
Yeah, he spends more time than anyone.
I swear, the last 5 games, I swear he's got a head knock every game, eh?
Yeah, but like they were saying in the commentary, they were saying about it, and they go, how hard must his head be?
Yeah, because
the poor bloke. He
fractured old mate's head a couple of weeks ago against the Roosters.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he actually fractured his skull. Yeah, and it was just a head clash. And
he got bandaged up and come straight back out.
Yeah, but the other fella, he's now as a Roosters, he's still off. Oh no, it was Manly.
It was Manly.
Manly. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's still. He hasn't come. Oh, fractured skull. Yeah, he wouldn't be back for a couple of months, I think.
Yeah, what I like about him is he doesn't have the name of, say a Saifidi, for example, but he just does everything you need.
The little things, mate.
Yeah, and he just keeps going.
Yeah.
No matter what, he just keeps going and going and going.
He's doing the little things that need to be done from an interchange forward. Yeah.
So that's what I liked about
Yeah.
Sione Mataudio when he was here. He'd just done all the little things you needed. And,
Yeah, he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's a good pickup. I think we got him for 2 years. I don't think he signed a 1 year contract. I think we got him for 2.
yeah, I'd sign him up for when it comes to.
Yeah, another 2.
And then you got the bench, and you got Connor, and you got Brody.
Yeah, it was Joshy King, was it?
Josh King played rather well on the weekend too.
Yeah. Clem, wasn't it?
So
that was a
I mean,
yeah.
okay, I won't go
a
in.
shot on too, Kingy. Yeah, you can lay someone on their back.
There's a Smithers mailbag question I've just read there, but so I won't go into it much more. We'll leave that part to there. But yeah, it's a good headache for Adam O'Brien.
Oh, it is at the moment, especially with a lot of those players coming back. Players we need back too. So it was good.
That's
good.
awesome. But loved it. So I can't wait to get back.
Melbourne in Melbourne next day.
I don't know what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to no game. Is there?
Bye.
Is it a full buy, whole round buy?
Just watch last week's
just 4
game.
of us, yeah.
Just watch last week's game again.
Oh, there's some footy on. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go back to this again. I know it's been brought up, and a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people do. Origin, end of year, mid year.
Well, for me, mid-year. Like I said before, I've been watching State of Origin since I was 9-year-old, early 90s, all the way through there. And we've always watched it on a Wednesday night.
100% agree.
And for me, yeah, during the week.
I was like that.
During the season, during the week.
I was like that 100% too, but I'll come back to you. Hang on.
No, mid-season, hands down. Just because some people or some players are sort of checked out if they don't make the finals and they still get picked for Origin. They're like, yeah, it's over. And especially with KP, he needed shoulder surgery, but he delayed it because he wanted to play Origin. That stuffed up
Good
the
point.
nights.
Yeah.
So it's players like
Good
that have
point.
niggling injuries, and they could get it done straight away as soon as their season ends. Not have to wait around to see if they pick for Origin. So that's why I'm like, keep it mid-season.
I agree both with you. I've loved Origin mid-year.
Yeah.
But I've just sat and thought the last few weeks, from a club's perspective, Ponga goes out and plays this week, for example, or Kurt, and they're out. And they're out.
Don't jinx it.
You know what I mean?
Yes, don't jinx it.
Penrith, same thing.
Yeah, but Cleary. Luai, it happened on the weekend against Parramatta. Luai's injury.
But Cleary, that's like us losing Ponga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
It's a win-lose situation. I love it.
Cleary's one's hard, because that could have happened in any game, really.
It happened.
It was the way he landed.
Yeah.
If you watch it and see the way he landed, look,
Pretty tough, but to go for that whole game with that.
Yeah, I did the same thing when I was playing local rugby league. I landed on my shoulder and broke my collarbone. So,
It's a tough one. I mean, I love it mid-year, but I also I did hate it at the start.
Yeah.
But I did like it at the end too, because you finish grand final and you think, oh, no more footy. Oh, yeah, there's some Origin.
Yeah.
So I like both. So I'm glad I'm not. Yeah.
Mid-season for me.
So anyway, well, that was an awesome game.
Yeah. It was on the weekend for sure. 38-0. And now we've got the bye, so we'll end up with 16 points. So I've only got one thing to say, and that's come on Warriors, because we want the Warriors to beat the Sharks. Because if the Warriors beat the Sharks, we're 8th. We're in the 8.
Nice.
So,
well, bring it on. And I must congratulate the whole team, because I think they all played exceptionally well.
it's hard. Night of the round's going to be hard.
Isn't it? But anyway, speaking of that, Kenny, you know what time it is.
Night of the round. Brought to you by Parnell Trophies.
Yes, so as we have said in the last couple of weeks, the trophies are coming.
Yep. Does Jono know Night of the Round, what we do for Night of the Round?
No.
Oh, sorry, that's Floorboy Gary was supposed to fill you in there, but Well, what we do each week, 3 for your best, 2 for your second best, and 1 for your third best. So we'll start off with Kenny.
Yeah, for my night of the round this week, 3 points is going to Jaden Brayley. I think, without him at dummy half, I think we would have been even more lost this year without him at dummy half. 2 points are going to give to Mitchell Pearce. I thought he played outstanding. And 1 point is going to go to Jake Clifford. I think he played outstanding.
Yeah, I think he did against his former club.
Just a special mention to Mr. KP. So
well.
It was hard to. Well, mate, it was hard. He was in there for me, but I think just the way Clifford played, and even when Mitchell Pearce put up a bomb and Clifford ran through and contested it, he contested every time.
Oh, he even stopped Hammer's try.
So I think he
intercepted
even though
another one.
KP two tries.
Intercepted another pass, led to a
try. So
he only missed 1 goal, if I'm correct. Two
conversions. Yeah. So it was hard. It was. But, and him and Mitchell Pearce are just, playing outstanding. But that's my 3-2-1 for this week.
Yeah, so, there's a question in the mailbag about that too, so I thought I read that. So, Jono, over to you, buddy.
Definitely 3 points for me go to KP. Played an outstanding game, first game back for a while, so it was good to see him in great form.
Yeah, it was.
2 points for me. Have to go to Jake Clifford. Just putting up those bombs, keeping Valentine Holmes under scared or not, or pressure, and all those wingers. And 1 point for me, I'm going to go Connor Watson. Coming off the bench, giving that hit factor, getting a try.
He's our X factor, isn't he?
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, he is. 100%.
He is. He's a pocket dynamo. I mean,
sure.
Yeah. If I did hear rumours like we're talking that, he's Sharks want him. I'll tell you what, Sharks, go away because I'm telling you, I'll take that around the next home game when we can have full capacity, and we'll get everyone to tip in $2 or something.
Hard to see. I hope you don't go.
Nah, he's the type of player you want at your club too. Not just on the field, but off the field.
We've got to keep these players that we've got coming round because they're starting to gel. And on the weekend you could see it. And
I'll go back to Queensland.
Yeah.
Queensland Origin.
Yeah.
It took them a while to gel, but they stuck with that same team. Then there was an 8-year dominance.
Yeah. So we're starting there. We're starting to get there. So.
And my 3, I actually went Callum Ponga. I thought he was rather played well.
Game. Yeah, he was outstanding. I can't believe I've left him out.
I thought you would have had him in there.
I was thinking about it. And
it is hard this week.
No, but it's hard because everyone had a great game.
That's right.
It's hard to leave someone
out. Yeah.
There's so many. I would like to have 6 1 points.
Yeah.
Because there was so many that could have got it. But my 2 went to Clifford. I thought against his old team, he's only been with us for a couple of games. I thought he was outstanding. And I'll give 1 point to Kurt Mann. I think he played really well. Probably one of his best games.
In the centre of the season,
Yeah, like that catch.
Yeah. That was
that just
AFL-like, wasn't it?
Yeah. And special mention goes to the rest of the team because they all deserved
they're outstanding.
Outstanding. So
we keep playing like that, and wow.
Yeah, they were unreal.
We'll give that top 8 a shake-up if we make it, man, I'm telling you.
Well, that was Night of the Round, brought to us by Purnell Trophies, guys. So we'll take a short break and have a look at the guys from Kobashi while we're on a break.
Kobashi Top 5!
Touch me, hold me close, don't ever let me go. More than words, all you ever needed me to show. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. Oh. G'day and welcome to another Top 5 by Kobashi. I'm your host, Bullfed Dig from the band Kobashi. And of course we've got the big squatch here and we're doing the top 5 for this week. Now we got plenty of mail in and we got one bloke wanted to know about Cheshire Cats or some bullshit. Well, we're not doing that. So we've come up with something a little bit more rugby league related and also something that touches on to something that we're massive fans of. Essendon! Food? Oh. Music. So we're going to talk about the top 5 rugby league players that have knocked out a couple of songs. And number 5 is a fella by the name of Jason the Face Martin. So Jason used to play a bit around Raymond Terrace. He's an old Newcastle boy, come up through the Newcastle system, and he had a song called Take Us to the Top.
Why are you spitting on me?
Because I'm passionate.
Just as long as you're passionate when you're facing the camera and don't passionate at me.
Yes.
Mind you, it was a passionate start, wasn't it?
Well, I remember once they said, what are you doing to that tree? And I went, I'm passionate. Okay, so rolling right along, we've got Dale Finucane, or Finucane. Finucane.
Beg your pardon?
Finucane. So we've got Big Dale, and he's a bit of a songster as well. Now, if anyone remembers, he was on the Footy Show and he knocked out this beautiful little tune called Someone You Loved. So Dale Finucane comes in at number 4.
Just call him Dale F.
Like Axel F. Yeah, right. So
He was a singer of Guns N' Roses, wasn't he?
at number 3, we've got none other than Mr. Eric Growth Jr. So Eric Growth, you know Eric Growth was, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the guru. So you've got Eric Growth Sr. and you've got Eric Growth Jr. Neither of those two blokes played with Newcastle. They were Parramatta lads.
That's not good, is it?
Actually, I think Eric Growth may have played with the Tigers or something.
But that's not good either, is it?
That's not good either.
Learning.
Yeah, he's
Well,
learning.
you can't
He's
see
learning.
I've got a Knights hat on, but
He's getting
my
there. He's
hat
getting there,
is-
folks. We're working on him slowly. We're slowly starting to convert this fella into a rugby league fan.
Go Bombers.
All right, coming in at number 2 is a song called... Now, can you play that song? Am I ever gonna see the Biff again? Bring back the Biff. Am I ever gonna see the Biff again? Bring back the Biff. So yeah, or in Adam's case, just play one more time there, Adam. Am I ever gonna see roast beef again? Bring back the beef.
Am I ever gonna see my feet again?
No. So yeah, Reggie Reagan there, of course, who is none other than Matty Johns, another Newcastle player, and he's got that slightly less famous brother that played a bit of footy as well, Paul. Now you're not going to believe who is coming at number 1 ads. Now, just before we do that, special mention to one of your favourite players of all time, Mr. Tommy Ridiculous.
What a voice.
What a voice.
Like the Darren Lockyer type voice. It's
And another guy,
Joe Cocker.
Well, Gary Larson was another one, a Queenslander. He could have that kind of voice as well.
Yeah,
The type of voice that could just sing you to sleep.
Yeah.
So
In hell.
we have Spud Carroll. Now, apparently, from the word on the street is Spud's he's pretty handy on the guitar, but he's got like one song. There you have it, there's the top 5 this week. So coming in at 5, we've got Jason Martin, Dale Finucane at number 4, Eric Growth Jr. at number 3, Reggie Reagan with Bring Back the Biff at number 2, and of course we had our special mention there, none other than Mr. Tommy Ridonicus. Go check that one out, and that song was Harden Up Australia, and at number 1, of course, Big Spud Carroll with Wild Thing. Now, apparently there's Benji Marshall and there's Mr. Top and
there's an owner, isn't he? Like 100-foot months or something? Or
That's correct, mate. There's not only rugby league players that happen to knock out a few tunes, there's the big man himself, Mr. Rusty Crow, with his band 30-odd Foot of Grunts.
that's the one.
And if someone can actually tell me what that means, write in. So next week, guys, make sure you write in. Let us know what you want to hear, and We'll even do performances for you like we started off with. No, we won't. We're right. No, we're not doing that. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much. It's been the top 5. We're Kobashi. Over and out. Take us away, Adam. Bye.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was pretty good from Kobashi.
Yes.
They're top 5
Yeah.
for this week.
They're comedians, them parents.
Yeah, they're working on a couple of things for us, actually. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Just another thing for that top 5, mate. What about mullets?
Top 5 mullets.
What about mullets? All right, boys, top 5 mullets. I want to see it.
Yeah, put it out there, do them. You never know. I'd say that could be one coming up now. The boys will get onto it. Anyway, what caught my eye brought to you by Ticker Clothing, who makes our gear. Yeah. Ticker Clothing. So, get onto them. What caught your eye there, Jono? We'll start off with you, mate.
Oh, something caught my eye, and it's good to see the bromance between KP and Connor Watson. It's good to see it back. I don't think I've seen it all this year.
I think that's probably what caught Mitchell's eye too. Was Connor's KP's eye.
It was good.
Nah, it's good. Good to see that they're when they're like that. They're having fun. They're enjoying their footy.
Yeah.
Which, good on them.
And I've heard through the grapevine there's a bit of banter between them over State of Origin too, because the Blues won. Yeah, Connor's a Blues man, so yeah. Apparently he was giving it to KP after the second game.
Yeah, I did see something too.
It's quite funny.
There was something
I suppose that's fun when you live together.
Yeah,
that's true.
There was something on their podcast there the other week about. He was going to give him an award, but he goes, "Oh, hang on, I was going to give it to you, but you've got to actually play." And that was KP's face was like, but that was good, mate. Kenny?
Yeah, what caught my eye is how good our spine was. The 1, 6, 7, and 9, mates. First time, I think, this year. We've had a decent. I know Kurt Mann's decent as well, but we've had a decent 6 and a decent 7. And KP back and Jaden Brayley. And that's probably the best 1, 6, 7 and 9 that we could put on the park.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And look what we did.
And then
38-0.
It's like
you know what I mean?
A domino effect. Once airing, it's the rest of the team just clicks in.
Yeah, and Brayley and Ponga, that try, Dominic Young's second try, that was led by Brayley and Ponga, and then Dominic Young, I think, is that try from the kick. Yeah, with that was Jake Clifford and Mitchell Pearce. Mitchell Pearce puts up the bomb. Clifford follows through, grabs the ball, passes it to Kurt Mann. Kurt Mann sort of whacks it back. Ponga puts a kick through, and they go and score. So that's a 1, 6, 7, and 9 combination that at the moment is working and gelling pretty good.
Well, look at the success from the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
They had
same thing.
Same kind of spine.
Yeah.
You look at the success for Penrith at the moment.
Yeah, 1, 6, 7, and 9.
So now it's happening with us.
Yeah.
Watching the magic.
Yeah.
And
that's it. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more games like that to come.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I know the Storm are going really well at the moment, and I know they're playing outstanding football, and they were 13 in a row or something like that. But with a spine like that and playing like that, I think we can go down to Melbourne, and I think we can give them a run for their money.
As long as we get the same team on paper as we did last week, I think we can too.
Yeah.
But awesome to see.
And I think the following game after that, I reckon we can do the Roosters with a spine.
Roosters. We'll do the Roosters.
Yeah.
We'll do the Roosters. But how many did Dom Young end up scoring?
Yeah, you got 2.
2,
There
and
was
the
one
third disallowed.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit harsh.
I don't know whether there was momentum involved in it, but where I was sitting, it was hard to see. And then you watch the replay, and when they showed the replay, they paused it, so you couldn't really.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but I think because he had his hand down and he's gone like that, so he's sort of maybe if he just went down on his hands like that.
Give it to the young fella. Give it to him.
But I think because his hand was up, you notice his hand was up like that, so that's more he's promoting the ball.
Yeah,
you know
true.
what I mean? So.
Well, what caught my eye was the targeting. The KP got from the Cowboys.
Yes.
I
was hoping someone would bring that up. I'm hoping you did. Yeah.
They target him a lot. I mean, I get you've got to target some of your attacking players on the team.
Yeah.
But there's targeting and then there's... I thought that was a bit over the top. Even Daniel Saifidi went and had a go at one of them after it, and then the ref was going to penalise us.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
The winger.
Yeah, Hamasai was... No, that was the centre, wasn't it?
No, it was number 5. I don't know his name, but yeah, it was... I don't know whether it was a late shot or it was just as he passed it. It was warranted. Like what got me about it, right, is the game before that. I think the Bulldogs and Manly. I think it might have been the same.
Was that a game?
Yeah, shocking one. But the same thing happened in that game where the Bulldogs player put a shot on Manly. After he passed the ball, and they sent him for 10 in the bin.
Consistency.
Now that's where it comes back again, is consistency. When's it going to be consistent?
Until they get in a room and they all get under the same rules. The same interpretation of the rules. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
No.
What's your thoughts, Jono, of that? Just that shot on Ponga, like.
It was like, we should have been penalised, but like it's got to be consistent, like you boys said.
Yeah,
I don't care like if it's called a different way or the same way as it's been called now. Just consistency.
Yeah, it's
the last.
Like, you could see it like over this year, just the consistency of the refereeing. I've noticed with some games there'll be a penalty. The same thing will happen in another game.
And play on.
And play on. Nothing's done about it.
Or one will go to the bin, or one will just...
one won't. Yeah, it's well, as a fan yourself, do you think is it frustrating?
It
would be,
so
wouldn't it?
Annoying. It's just consist. Like you want to see consistency, especially like when you're at the home ground. Like you look up on the big screen for the replay. Like how is that?
Yeah, and how is that? It's warranted something.
You're sitting there waiting for him to go to the bin, and all of a sudden he goes, "Just stop it, mate."
It wasn't even a penalty, man. Like they didn't even.
He was going to penalise. He spoke to Jaden Brayley. I think it was, about Saifidi going after, But if you're not going to protect the players, well, someone like that's going to.
Forwards are, yeah.
So
it was wrong, mate.
But that photo at the end when he got the crusher by Valentine. Yeah, I get Valentine's not a dirty player and that, but. It makes you cringe thinking of the pressure that was on the back of his neck.
That would have hurt, mate. Like, that would have hurt. And you can see Ponga after the game in the press conference. He said, yeah, it's a bit stiff. He goes, it's not sore, it's just a bit stiff. And I'm like, mate, if that was me...
Yeah, but is that...
walking out with the neck brace on.
I'd be shocked, mate.
Him being friends with Valentine with the Queensland he's probably protecting...
Yeah, protecting what happened. But
I'm not saying Valentine's meant to because he's not a dirty player.
Like, I know there's nowhere he could have gone, but to me it seemed a bit reckless, just the way he flopped. And, like, isn't that a penalty now? Like, can't you flop? You're not allowed to flop. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... But
yeah, well, that's what caught my eye, guys. I thought it was, And I reckon the likes of... David Clemmer, Suasu, Saifidis won't put up that shit anymore if our young players are getting targeted.
Yeah, definitely.
And I tell you what, I'd hate to be someone that's doing it to one of our players to have the likes of Clem, Barnett, Saifidis, Suasu coming out. I mean, no thanks.
No, I'll be right. Well, look at Jacob Saifidi when he scored that try. Just ran straight through him.
Suasu can headbutt you.
Oh,
good night. But anyway, we'll move on now to Around the Grounds, COVID edition. We're just going to have like a little wrap up of, a little chat about it. But
I was thinking Super Saturday. Like, wow.
The points.
Wow. I don't know what
it was two games Friday night, I think it was.
So close as.
One point
decide.
1 point and both of them, St George and Warriors first. And then Penrith and the Riverworms.
Yeah, Riverworms.
Sorry, Gary.
What was it? Dragons and Warriors. I think it was 1918.
1918.
Yeah.
The Warriors were up 18-0, I think, or 18 something.
Something, yeah. And the Dragons come back.
Corey Norman.
But geez, they can't convert. They had to score 4 tries or something to equal them or something. Apparently, they only converted like 1 try or 2 tries.
Who's that kicker?
I think it's Norman because Lomax is out. He broke his thumb. Okay.
So there's a
I think it's Norman.
So that's where you need a backup kicker all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And thank God now we've got
a few now.
We've got Clifford, and then you got KP, and you got Mitchie Barnett.
Yeah, I think we've got a few.
Oh, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
But and then on to Saturday, Manly and
I think all up over the 3 games, it was something like 146 to 6.
Yeah, Manly give the Pound Puppies a bit of a hiding. Because that's
66-0.
I mean, they did have 6 players out, I believe.
I think there was a couple of COVID restrictions,
Yeah.
a couple of COVID breaches.
But still,
I think,
66.
But still, come on, like you don't like during this time, you don't want to put your team at risk, and that's just like And you come around against the Seagulls, like Turbo's just killing it at the moment.
Yeah, he's carving up. Yeah,
But they're good. Trent Barrett as a coach.
Lately, the Bulldogs, a few of their games have been putting up a big of an effort.
Oh, there's a few that do put up an effort week in, week out. Like Nick Meaney.
Yeah.
And hence why he's going to the Storm. Because they've seen the potential in him.
Yeah, leaps and bounds if he goes down there. But the Storm are going to be a different side next year because Bellamy's not going to be there.
I already will.
We don't know, do we?
If
Through
not,
the grapevine, they're saying that Bellamy's not going to be there. He wants to come back to Sydney or something, but then... Yeah,
if not,
and then you're hearing other rumours that he's going to stay on. But Jason Riles,
that's right,
who was going to take over, is going to the Roosters now.
Oh, you go to the Roosters?
Yes, he's signed with the Roosters to be an assistant up there because Craig Fitzgibbon's going to the Sharks.
Well, that goes my theory.
Yeah.
Well, that was the rumour that Bellamy wasn't going to coach the Sharks. He was going to be like a overseer or something.
Yeah, like a coaching management or something player.
Like,
something like that.
Do you think he could sit there and do that?
I think he could. Yeah, if he's going to be a player development thing.
Yeah, I think he's he's got nothing left to prove in coaching. To be honest,
but I think the hunger might be there. But just the passion.
He said that. He said that the hunger's still there to coach.
Yeah, I reckon you'll still see him coaching for a couple more years.
Oh, don't worry. If he was like a player personnel, I'm sure you see him in the box throwing waters. Storming out halfway through.
Personally, I think he'll be like a bit of a Wayne Bennett. You can't get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, Wayne Bennett's the same, isn't he? They don't know what he's doing next year. It's just funny how they just keep everyone in the loop. You know what I mean?
Well, he won't be at Brisbane. No, when there was rumour he would go back.
No, they got Ben Eichen now.
Ben Eichen's there, so that will never happen.
He might go another year with the Rabbitohs. Who knows?
But yeah,
you don't know. But if you can understand where I'm coming from, like if Bellamy does leave Melbourne and another coach comes in,
the culture,
the culture's still going to be there. But they're not. He's not going to be. They're not going to be coached like Bellamy has. You know what I mean? That new coach is going to come in there and try and coach him how he wants to coach him. So,
but
whether or not
a team that's like that, you can't come in and go, I'm going to coach him Nathan Brown style.
Yeah,
it's just not going to work.
Yeah.
Is that the hardest coaching job at the moment? If Bellamy leaves, do you reckon that's the hardest thing to coach? Or
to go down to Melbourne and to coach Melbourne. If Bellamy leaves, I think it is
There'll be a lot of expectation.
Oh yeah, because Bellamy, look what he's done over the last 20 years or something that he's been there. You know what I mean? And they are big shoes to fill to go down there. Because I think if they do sign another coach when Bellamy leaves, they're probably expecting that one. Oh, you got to coach him like Bellamy.
So you want to go?
Yeah.
If I'm a coach, I want to go into a club that's not doing well.
Yeah, and try and bring them out from the woods.
Yeah, because like a Nathan Brown.
Yeah.
Because you go into a coaching role of like Bellamy, and you don't perform like him, you're toast.
They'll scrap you. Yeah, straight up.
So, anyway, some good games, some blowouts.
Yeah. But that's Saturday, and there's a difference too, like from the top sides and the bottom sides. Like when is there going to be? Like when is the NRL going to think? Hang on. These top sides are getting a lot of blowouts here. Like, is it the salary cap? Is it what? What's? I don't understand how these top sides can keep those top players for so long without not going over there. What is it? 9 million.
Should we give
Is
Uncle Nick a call?
If he's going to hand out brown paper bags,
No,
I'm happy to.
He's got sombreros, not a salary cap. It's a sombrero.
Yeah, right.
So,
But you understand?
yeah,
you understand where I'm
100%.
coming
There's
from?
got to be some under the table deals. There has to be.
I don't know if it's like a culture or it's like coaching staff. I think it's like a bit of everything. I think you need quality players, you need a good coaching staff, and then
And you've got to have a passion to want
to do what
to
you
do
wanna.
it. See, I like players too, like our Connor Watson's is a good example. Plays for the emblem, not just the money.
Money, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which they're the players that you really
That's
need.
right. They're the ones you want. And
the Knights of old, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Chief.
Knights of old were like that.
Chief
yeah.
and Butsy and even
He's there, mate.
yeah. But yeah, then you look at the Tigers. And
I don't know what's
you-
going on there.
Yeah. Who would want that job?
Yeah.
To be honest.
Not me.
I'd do it, but
God,
I'd do
crack.
I'd give it
Yeah, why
a. Hey, you can't go any worse. But I don't think I'd have much hair left by the end of the season.
Mate, seriously.
I'd look like Nathan Brown.
They are up and like, I think I said it a couple of weeks ago. Like when you look at the Tigers, I think the only teams that they've beaten, which is unfortunately they beat us twice, but they've beaten the same club twice. They beat us twice. They beat the Dragons twice, and the only other win they've had is a depleted Penrith. So,
But in saying that,
Like-
there's some good players on that team.
oh no, like Jimmy the Jet, Tamo, what's his name, Dewey,
Dewey's good.
yeah, Dewey, yeah.
Oh, there was that rookie they've got, the fullback.
Dane Laurie.
Dane Laurie, yeah.
He's a good player to
he's
watch
a good
out for.
player, Yeah.
There's some talent there.
Oh, it's
It's just, I think too. Okay,
maybe Michael Maguire might be the wrong bloke. I don't know.
He was good at South.
Souths, yeah,
But I think too a lot of it, they're halves.
yeah, Brooks and Moses Embire's not going to be there next
No,
year.
they need a decent 5'8",
Dewey. Adam
but I
Dewey.
don't-
but
Why
then
do you
they
get
switched him back to the centres.
Centres, yeah.
Well, I think that's another problem too. You can't have you can't with this spine. You can't keep chopping and changing
100%.
your spine.
You gotta stick with
You've got to
it.
stick with the same thing. And
But
I
when
think
they need a
Dewey
halfback.
play- But did you watch the game on Sunday? Dewey was in the centres, and then I think someone come off, and they pushed Dewey into 5'8".
Went better.
And they went better. They started scoring tries.
Well, there's your answer there.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay, so Dewey goes to 6. They find, I'm sorry, but Brooks just doesn't do it for me. I'm not saying he's a bad player.
Yeah.
He's just not suited for that team.
I think his time at the Tigers is over. Like, I said it a couple of weeks ago again too. You know, like how a player will go play at one club and they'll be poor,
And go
they'll
to another club
and
and
they'll
set
just
on
be
fire.
outstanding. You
That's
know what I mean?
right.
Maybe that's what Brooks needs.
That's
Maybe
right.
he might.
100%.
He might
That's
need
what I
to
mean.
go
He
somewhere else.
goes somewhere
Just
else. Take him to the Warriors.
Yeah.
I reckon he might shine there under
Shine
Brown.
there, yeah.
And then the Warriors get someone like, example, Tigers from the Warriors.
Tavita. What's his name? Is it
Tavita Harris?
Chanel Harris? Yeah.
If you put him there with Dewey, watch that team change.
change. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Watch that team change. Even, okay, I'm going to hit me.
I think they need a change.
I'm gonna-
They
I
do.
think-
They
I'm
do.
going to kick myself for saying this, but you put Connor Watson in that team.
Yeah, they'll probably be different.
Oh, we could give him a spark, but where would you put him? Would you put him in the?
I'd put him at hooker there.
You reckon?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Because-
that's another thing too. They really haven't got a.
That's right.
That's where they're lacking. You're dead set right there. Like their spine.
That's exactly
Their
right.
spine's been chopped and changed
Harry
all
Grant,
year.
when Harry Grant was there,
They were killing it.
they were going good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they won one win out of the semis last
That's
year.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
So-
Dewey, yep, I'm fine with that.
But yep.
Laurie, at fullback,
I
fine
keep
with
him-
that.
Yep.
You need a 7 and a 9. But it's like having a jigsaw puzzle, but you only got half of it.
Yeah.
So you put,
You'd
okay,
be getting rid of Brooks, right? Because for some reason he's just not doing it at the
No.
Tigers. No, I don't know what's going on.
No.
So you'd remove him, and they have they got a young rookie coming through?
Well,
or
that's another thing. Who are you gonna replace with?
With,
It's all right
yeah.
to get rid of Brooks, but
I would have
Yeah,
chased Adam
it's-
Reynolds.
I think they did,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, they tried.
I would have
to.
threw more at him. I would have said,
Yeah.
okay, let's get rid of you, let's get rid of you, let's get rid of you.
Yeah, wow.
He win the
and,
premiership.
and Dewey and Reynolds, they played
Oh.
together at South.
they? Yeah, I was going to say, didn't
Yeah.
Madge winning the championship
Chips.
with
Reynolds?
Reynolds, yeah.
Reynolds, yeah.
exactly.
So there's,
So-
you know,
Yeah, they should have. Eh?
and then all they need is a 9.
And that's their key player. That's their
Yeah.
key marquee signing there. You know what I mean?
And you've
then
got some
that-
decent forwards there in Tamu.
Twal.
And-
Alex Twal?
Yeah.
Twal. Yeah.
We got some all right backs, and you also got
Gardner and
the
that,
old wee man, a forgotten bloke. Played for the Warriors. What's his name? Weed himself. Russell Packer, that's
Yeah,
it.
Is he there? Is he?
He's
Is he
still playing
there?
younger grades.
Oh, yeah,
I tell you what, on his day, Russell Packer can play.
Yeah.
And
Didn't he sign with the Knights?
yeah, but then he went to jail.
Joe, yeah.
Yeah, so he got done for grievous bodily harm or something like that. Yeah.
Assault.
But I'll tell you what, speaking of Russell Packer, we're on this, I'll tell you a little story. Last year when the Tigers were playing back up at Newcastle, we're giving it to him, absolutely giving it to him. And he walked past and I yelled out, "Hey, wee wee." And he looked at me. I said, "You're having a pisser of a game." And I tell you what, he looked at me, smiled, laughed, and said, "That's a good one." And I'll tell you what, good on him. You know, that was gold. I had a lot of respect with him after that.
Yeah, because he did. That's right. He urinated on the ground.
Yeah, and then at the end of the game, he walked past, and I just, smiled at him and give him a thumbs up, and he just, give him one back. So good on him.
Good on him.
Yeah. But
I suppose you got to take that good with the bad. You know what I mean? Being a professional rugby league player, you just got to cop that on the chin when people are yelling out at you.
So you've got to handle having the piss taken out of you. So.
Yeah. But when it comes to racial, that's a different story.
Well,
but yeah,
he literally had the piss taken out of him.
Yeah, that's right. I got you.
Bit of a grub there, but anyway, we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and time for Smita's mailbag. Brought to you by Feral Archery. Yes, you've got a couple there this week, so a few newies and a couple that we may know people. Yes, so first one, can Kalen do for Queensland what he did for the Knights on Saturday night? Lift them immensely. From Joy Holbrook from Cameron Park.
Well, if the rest of the Queensland side go with him, I think they can. I think he can,
I think what she means too is just his influence and his individual brilliance will spark. So,
well, that's where Ben Hunt and look at Jaden Brayley on the weekend feeding Ponga down that, and he ran straight up the middle, and that's where Ben Hunt and Cherry Evans and Munster have got to, give him some ball so he can.
That's right.
I think he can make a bit of a change, but I don't know if he'll make that much of a drastic change.
He's I can't.
Time will tell.
Yeah, I think I said it at the start a couple of weeks ago before Origin started. I think the way New South Wales are playing, and I think with still the side we got, we could still win the series 3-0. So.
There is a few changes to New South Wales. Unfortunately, Daniel Saifidi has come to an injury.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Cartilage.
Yeah, so sad news for him. The Penrith halves, there's a few, but I mean they've done the job already. So
the series is already won, but I think they can still do it 3-0. Yeah, they've still got Latrell, Turbo, Tedesco. So
I'm not a big Latrell Mitchell fan, but I tell you what, he played well last game. Anyway, good question, Joy, and on to the next one. When Edric and Tyson come back, where do you think they will fit in?
Well,
good question.
That is, Tyson.
That's from Jimmy Hendry.
Tyson will come straight back because he was playing outstanding.
But then who goes?
Before he left. Yeah, I know that's going to be hard. But I think Sawaso Sue might go back to the bench. Probably Barnett will go to lock. And it'll be fit.
Josh King will go back to reserves. Which there is none.
And Edric, to tell you the truth, I think he's played his last game for the Knights. When was
I've said it for a while.
Last year.
As sad as it is, because Edric's a good bloke and a top player.
Yeah, but I don't know if he'll play another game for
Who do you leave out? You can't. I'm sorry.
Dominic Young's playing all right, and Heimel's just you can't leave him out.
But then you got Bradman coming back. It's a good headache to have. And that was from Jimmy Hendry from Kings Langley, or whatever that town is. But anyway, how good is it to see Brody get the recognition he deserves? O'Brien's labelled Jones a keeper. When can we see Brody back on the panel with you guys? From David Laugh Park.
Well, unfortunately, they're in the bubble, so yeah.
But Brody does watch the show.
Yeah.
He does. So I'm sure he's watching, and I'm sure we'll get a message that when he's available and he can come out of the bubble, he'd
Come on.
Brody's always got a lot of time for.
Well, we can Zoom him, I suppose, get him on Zoom or something. Yeah.
Brody's got a lot of time for fans, and also a lot of time for the show. So don't be surprised if as soon as the bubble's out, we don't see a bit of BJ on here. So and good on him for playing the way he's playing.
Oh, he's playing outstanding.
And I got a message off him the other week too. I want to give him a shout out here actually, because the type of bloke he is. He said thanks for coming. I was talking to him. He said thanks for coming the other day. You guys are unreal supporters. Yeah. It was in the peeing down rain when me and Andy got. So just little things like that. It just shows you that they appreciate it, and
Yeah, so sorry, mate. I was at that game, mate, but I was right up the top in the stand. Out there, mate, so,
But good on him. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have to say that.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's just a champion bloke. So anyway, on to the next one. This guy we actually know. We all know from the show. With the Dragons, talking of ripping up Paul Vaughan's contract. This was sent in prior to
today. Yeah.
Would he be an asset to the Knights? And that is from none other than Dale Williams from the Final Whistle. I don't think we could fit him anywhere.
I don't think we've already got Safidi's, Clemmer, Suaso Su.
And to be honest, at 800, no, I don't think so.
There's you've already got a star-studded forward pack, so where are we going to fit him?
Where do you put him? Yeah, that's it.
We can't put him anywhere. And
I'm not saying he's not a good player, but I think
he's a good player. But
I think there's better for that kind of money.
Yeah. He's. I don't really rate him.
No.
Yeah. At the Knights, nah.
Nah. No for you?
No.
Yeah, I agree. It's a no deal.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next one. Do you think Origin should be in Newey? I personally would love to, but at full capacity. Obviously not this year, so wherever they can get the biggest crowd, New South Wales would be awesome. That is from none other than my son, Braden Johnson.
Braden Johnson.
Yes, sent it in. He's a big footy fan and plays the West Maitland. So, him and the boys would probably want to go down. I'd love to see it at Newey.
I would. I'd love to too.
At full capacity too.
I was watching 100% footy last night, and this is only what Gus was talking about, but he reckons it won't come to Newey. But geez, it all comes down to money. So if we're only at 50% capacity, I've got a funny feeling
it'll go to Canberra.
It's going to go to it'll go to Amy Park in Melbourne.
Possibly, depends with COVID too.
Is Melbourne in the clear at the moment? Because I thought they were a bit iffy.
I think they are. I think they are in the clear because all the AFL teams have gone down there.
Yeah.
So I think they are.
If they have some kind of COVID scare, we may get it.
Yeah. It's up in the air at the moment, to whether they've come out and said, we'll let you know tomorrow, and
it'll get to Tuesday. Where we playing?
It'll get to probably 3 hours before the game, and they'll be like, well, where are we going?
Okay.
I
think it was Sam Fido. He came out the other week and he said, we're talking about sending it to regional areas. He goes, it went to town, so he said, well, Newcastle
deserves it.
He said, it is one of the biggest regional football teams ever. He said, if they don't get it, he said, there's something wrong. Yeah. And that comes from a Queenslander.
Yeah.
So
it's to tell you the truth, out of regional New South Wales, besides Sydney, Newcastle is the heartland of rugby league in regional New South Wales.
Exactly.
Easy, 100%, hands down. So I'm 100% behind it. I'd love to see it here. But I think Gladys come out and she said she's going to nominate tomorrow whether the
Sydney.
Restrictions and lockdown.
I think they will still be in lockdown.
Yeah, I think they will.
36 new cases, I believe.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
No, it's not. But
whether or not she lifts restrictions for us, I can't.
I doubt it. But this goes back to also, when they built McDonald Jones, they should have built it bigger.
Well, I think they built it to have those games. That's why they put both grandstands on either side.
You need to have maybe I know people love the hill, and it's always tradition, and some of the players love the hill. But I think we need 2 big grandstands at either end to make more.
Would you keep one hill still?
Maybe the family hill down the northern end.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Like
and then just extend around.
there's
'Cause
only-
it already goes halfway around. Why couldn't you just go that little bit
I think
more?
from-
Extend it to the Andrew John stand down the south end.
yeah.
You know,
To be able to get these games on a regular basis, I think we need to have a stand at each to get
to get the big games.
just for that.
Well,
But-
especially
but
like
you
if the
shouldn't-
Knights make it far and far into the semis,
Semis,
keep
yeah.
having the games in Newcastle. Don't travel down to Sydney.
Yeah.
But also,
But for a regional town, we shouldn't have to have a massive stadium to get the big games.
No, that's right.
We're regional, you know what I mean?
But I'm talking
those
about-
suburban grounds, they're the heart and soul of rugby league, you know what I mean? Leichhardt, Energy, Marathon, Energy Australia,
It's always
Newcastle
Marathon to me.
International Sports Centre. You know what I mean? Like Campbelltown, Leichhardt, I said Leichhardt, but you know what I mean? All
even-
these... Like Lidcombe Oval, you know what I mean? All these suburban grounds, they were the heartland, you know what I mean, of rugby league. Now they're building these big, nice stadiums like Bankwest and ANZ.
Have
You know
you
what
been
I
to
mean?
Bankwest?
I haven't been there, but I reckon it's outstanding.
I must
Yeah.
say, as
But,
hard as
you
it
know,
is
like
to say,
Suncorp, like what about Old Lane Park when that used to be packed?
To be
They
honest-
took State of Origin to Lane Park, mate, and it didn't have a massive big grandstand. You know what I mean? So
I love our ground, but I tell you what, from a spectator's point of view, I can't. It's Parramatta territory, but to tell you what,
it'd be
it is.
unreal.
It is an epic
Yeah.
stadium. Like we were sitting 10 rows back from the front,
Yeah,
but it still felt like you were on the field.
yeah.
And then
Yeah, because it's sort of
and the lighting and
the
the
way they've slanted it.
it was
so-
just like a grand final atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it was against South when we played them there last year. And then I want to go get something to eat. You only got to walk like 10 metres and you're at. There's all food things, so you're not missing much of the game.
Hey, man.
That's awesome.
It was a great stadium, but I mean, ours will always be the best. But yeah, from a fan's perspective, it is a great.
Yeah. But you understand where I mean?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We're regional. We're regional.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't have to have a massive big stadium in a regional town to get. You know, if they took it to Townsville, we should get it.
It's all about money,
That's
unfortunately, and
Yeah.
it's about
Money,
bums
money,
on
money.
seats and sponsorship and.
See, because it's 50. If it's 50% capacity, that's only 15,000 at Newcastle. So, whereas Amy Park, I think that's what. How many can get in Amy Park? 50,000.
Something like so they'll get an extra 10
10,
instead of 1,000.
yeah.
See, that's where they'll get it.
Yeah,
Money.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, good question. Yeah, Broden. Love it, mate. But next one is a double from this bloke.
Double.
Did Newcastle get the better end of the deal with Clifford in and Dearden to the Cowboys from Dale Williams from Penrith?
100% we did.
Dale Williams, once again, the final whistle.
Yeah, 100% we did. Bloody oath we did.
How good does he play?
It's
Clifford,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah, Clifford's a way better player than Dearden. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong with Dearden. Dearden's, you know what I mean? I really haven't seen much of him play or anything, but he was playing with the Broncos, which weren't going too crash hot.
But why would the Broncos get rid of him? But that's what I don't
Yeah,
understand.
when they needed halves, and But,
I understand they've signed Reynolds now, but still, you just don't ship a young guy out like that.
Right.
Don't go sign somewhere else.
what else? Yeah.
No, I just, yeah.
Yeah. I think I said it on Facebook during the week. I said, mate, their loss, our gain, mate, with Clifford. So, you know what I mean? They've lost a great... And I don't think... He wasn't playing bad football up there at the Cowboys either. So, yeah. So,
Excuse me.
coach wants new things. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that was Smitter's mailbag for this week.
We've got a bit of late mail there.
Late mail.
Yeah, just come in off me
Hot off the
mate's
press.
daughter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself.
Just give me 15 seconds. Next one.
You're all right. All good.
Hi guys, love the show. Keep up the good work. My question: do you think Moses and Whiten are the two to bring it home 3-0, or who would you put in the side? From Peter Peterson from Pete's Ridge.
That's a good one. Good on you, Pete's Ridge.
I think Whiten deserves a spot.
Well, he's been there the whole series.
I agree with that. White
Yeah.
deserved one spot.
I don't.
He's been in the culture of the last 2 games. He's been around, and he's been coming off the bench. So it's not that he's been sitting at 18th man or in the background.
No.
He's been coming off the bench and playing.
Yeah,
so
and
he's around the winning culture
And
with
he's
him.
like been in the couple last Origin
Origins.
series, so he
Yeah.
knows what to
He's good
expect.
specs, that's right, yeah. And, mate, with Turbo, with Latrell, with Tedesco, Josh Adokar, they'll help Moses. You know what I mean? They'll bring him along. I don't think they'll leave him in the dark, mate. They'll.
I wouldn't have brought Moses in, but personally, I would have brought.
Moses is in.
Yeah, I wouldn't have brought him in.
You don't reckon? No?
I would have brought Adam Reynolds.
I think if you
Yeah.
wanted to bring in Reynolds, you would have definitely gone for the sweep, like bring out the brooms.
Yeah.
But I can understand. Oh, they said, bring in Moses for like to back up like younger. I'm like, Cleary's pretty young, and
Young,
he's pretty
yeah.
much gonna. It's only injury that's gonna stop him from playing Origin.
Yeah, that's right.
So I didn't quite understand the Moses.
I think Fittler, it was a reward thing. I think because Fittler had been coaching him with the youngers as well,
But
coming through.
what got me-
And he has been playing good footy.
But
the
what
last
got
couple
me?
of
Okay,
years.
Mitchell Moses said on Friday night he played himself into an Origin.
What? You said that?
He said that.
But that's what the headlines were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
I thought, are you serious?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you never
what
believe
did he do?
Never believe what the media says about him.
No, well, I think one thing I
papers.
confirm is please don't tell me he's a place kicker.
And the game's not on the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but like I said, I think Latrell will kick on on Wednesday, Wednesday. I think Latrell will be the kicker. But like I said, I think they were speaking to him last night on 100% footy. He said he's going to go into Blues camp, and he says Brad and the team, they'll come up with a game plan. And I think his words were is just, if I give these special players more of the ball, he goes, well, then I'll just let them do what they got to do because they've been doing it for the last 2 games. He goes, I think I was just basically brought in because they need a kicker, and he's a specialist kicker. He's pretty good with the boot, you know what I mean? He said he'll just keep playing his normal game, and he'll feed Latrell and Turbo the ball.
I mean, I could be totally wrong. He could come out never blind.
That's and with Whiten, he'll just let Whiten do what he wants. Whiten's got a good running game for 5'8".
I rate him.
He's strong, mate. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're not lacking in depth there. So
And I tell you, the one I do like that inclusion is Appy Coruscant on the bench.
Yeah, that's another inclusion.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Fittler will get them up for the game. Fittler will tell them, like, you know, you want to be the best New South Wales side ever in this Origin history by taking a clean sweep and winning it by how much is it done. Like, I think it's 76-6. We've won this 2 games so far. So his mindset will be, we want them to keep them scoreless again, and we want to keep scoring more points.
And the players that are out, he'll be saying to the players who are in, let's win it for them as well.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so-
You know what I mean? Cordner, do it for Cordner, do it for
as
Luai,
well, yeah.
do it for Safidi, do it for Cleary. You know what I mean? And he'll be pushing that.
And that'll drive him. That'll drive him too.
I can't. Yeah, I know Ponga's there, I know, but Queensland can't rely on that one man just to go through. Like, they've still got basically, I think, they've only changed the centre and the fullback, really. The rest of the players have been through that 76-6 whitewash. Yeah. So
Okay, while we're on it,
it's.
who gets injured and
What do you mean?
before any injuries, you reckon, before game time?
Cameron Munster, because we've got to play Melbourne the following week. So
Oh, that'd be nice.
Munster.
But is there anyone-
Is
Is there anyone in an injury cloud or any
Who's,
doubt?
I know the Hammers one centre. Who's the other centre?
Gagai.
No, he's always.
I'm just wondering if there's any. Is there a possibility that we will see Kurt?
Well, what that
depends.
happened with Reece Walsh, like maybe the Hammer will get injured in the training.
Or
chuck in.
AJ Brimson. I think he's
definitely.
number.
Hang on.
I think Kurt Mann would be a better 14 than AJ.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you've got a bit of travel experience, Jono.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you should send Jono up and
Go and
training
on
and,
some
yeah.
training and.
yeah, your little, trip
if
over.
they run past you, just stick your foot out.
Yeah,
That's all
just-
you got to do. Yeah.
Or just like get a flag out and try and trip it over.
And then goes Kurt.
Yeah,
so, Anyway, let's hopefully he gets a run and hopefully he doesn't play too good and we win.
Yeah.
He can score 4 tries, but we've got to score more.
I think we will win it. And like I've said it in the bold predictions a couple of weeks ago before Origin started, I think we will win it 3-0 and I think we still can win it 3-0.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. So that was Smith's mailbag for this week, guys. And we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. And that time of the week for the Crazy Lady joke of the week, Jono.
Yep, the Crazy Lady jokes of the week. First one. My friend's 4-year-old son has been learning Spanish during lockdown. He still can't say please though, which I think is poor for 4. Oh, jeez. I thought it was pretty good. Next one. This one's a clanger for sure. What is copper nitrate?
I don't know.
Overtime for police officers.
Oh, there you go. A little bit of
That's a good one.
humour there. And what we got you there, mate, we might throw into Fan of the Week.
Fan of the week this week, brought to you by Sports Power Newcastle, is Kerry Hugo.
Yeah, well done.
Good on you, Kerry.
Yes. Kerry is a big Knight supporter.
Big fan. I think she travels
From Tamworth.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I
which
think
travels a fair distance, I believe.
Yeah, to come to the games and that. I think.
And she's a very, how do you put it, interactive person on
Facebook.
Facebook with the Night sites and our show and that, and other sites as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, good on you. You get a $50 Sports Power voucher, thanks to Sports Power Newcastle. So
Go buy some more Knights, mate.
yeah, some good stuff in there. So congratulations. Well, goes to a good person there. Yeah. That's pretty much no Teamless Tuesday this week.
No, we've got the bye. So, yeah, that would have been brought to you by Sayers Inc.
Yeah, our good friends at Sayers Inc. there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, watch your space as soon as COVID goes. There'll be some good stuff from Sayers.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Origin. That's
Yes.
pretty much the only game for us this week.
Yeah, well, next week, I was coming up soon, so yeah.
Oh, you will have another show before Origin,
Yes,
that's right.
we will, yeah. Got a few games this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the Warriors. We need the Warriors to beat the Sharks on Sunday. So,
So go the Warriors.
yeah,
Go
get
the
up
Warriors.
for us, boys.
And a little bit of old Knights coach Nathan Brown in there too. So
Hopefully you'll help us out and the Warriors get up.
and
That'll put us in the 8th.
actually Slade Griffin, old Knights hooker, is I think he's either run the water or he's a trainer or something for
For
him.
the Warriors.
Yeah, for the
right.
Warriors.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so good on him.
work.
So that was another hooker that I thought.
Yeah, he was good, man.
He was a gun.
Come from Melbourne. Sorry, not
Unfortunately,
me, come from Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah, put an end to that. But I remember the tackle he done was right on our try line. They were, not sure who it was against. Might have even been the Storm. They were about to score, and he put on this huge hit,
Yeah.
knocked old mate flying, and he dropped the ball
Yeah.
right on our try line.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
He had a lot of potential, but
Good work.
yeah. Anyway, so that's our show for the week.
Like,
Yeah.
Jono?
Jono, yeah.
Thanks, mate, for coming on, man.
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Had
that's
a
all
great
good.
time.
Yeah, and we'll
Travel guides. Get on there and have a squizzy, mate.
yeah, get on and
Classic.
have a look. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't.
Yeah,
It's
some good stuff on
good
there.
stuff, and yeah, we might see Jono a lot more
Definitely.
as soon as he's available, and might have to see about getting his dad in one night. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring the old man in.
Bring
He
the
doesn't
old
know
man
much
in.
footy, but he's up for a yarn as he always is.
He's good value, mate, as yourself is. And yeah, so we'll see you again soon. As soon as you're free, just head back on in. And yeah, we may have a special guest on next week. We won't say put him on the spot, but yeah,
Yeah.
what we're talking before.
Yeah. No, that'd be good.
That'll be great if
Yeah,
that
that'd be
happens.
good.
So hopefully,
It might. Don't know. Yeah.
hopefully, we'll give you a little clue, but it's got an Origin feel to it.
Yeah. Wouldn't he be in camp though, or? No, I don't know. Yeah. He might be able to get the other bloke in camp with him. They might be rooming together. That'd be all right. Yeah.
Are you reading my mind?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes,
I know another player that'll be. Yeah.
Well, that was the plan, but yeah, we'll wait and see. And also, we've got some big news coming next week, so hopefully. So stay tuned for that. That nobody here actually knows about. So it'll be big news for all of you.
Yeah, nice.
Something out of Smith's magic bag.
Magic
bag.
Magic.
Anyway, that's our show for the night, and Lights Fang Muso's Corner also for sponsoring the whole show.
And Burger Urge.
Yep, there's a couple that we missed out on this week because of the short turnaround. But big shout out to Big Andy
and Josh.
And
Josh.
Al McWigan
on the reserves bench this week. So.
Yep. And the Crazy Lady and Craigie Lady, we'll all be back eventually with this COVID. Unfortunately, we've got to take some measures to fit in. Yeah. So, be safe. Do the right thing.
And hopefully we all get out of this unscathed.
Let's beat this.
Yeah.
This crap.
Yeah,
and
want to get our lot now, mate.
And get back to the footy.
Yeah, full capacity crowds again.
Yeah,
Love
definitely.
it.
Once again, Jono, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks
for that, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah. So check out the travel guides and once a night.
Always a night.
Good night.
Go the Knights.